In Dining in Dollars today, David Henke of Technomic joins me now to talk about coffee. This is a very popular topic, you know.
Absolutely it is. Coffee's growing like crazy, and it's doing very well among consumers right now.
Very well with consumers, because what are you seeing out there?
Well, we're seeing coffee that is within restaurants especially is growing. Chains like Starbucks are doing phenomenally well. When you look at how the category is growing, it's up almost 9% in terms of total sales. And consumers just love their caffeine and can't get enough of it within the restaurant channel.
Is Starbucks driving this? Because Starbucks, it seems like, really set the pace for this trend.
Well, Starbucks is certainly the big guy on the block, but I think especially lately what you've seen is a refocus by a lot of the quick service restaurant chains on breakfast, primarily McDonald's. So certainly there's been a lot of growth in coffee consumption because of that all-day breakfast that McDonald's has introduced, and other chains are following suit as well. Chains like Panera within the bakery cafe segment are doing very well as well, and so a lot of chains that focus on coffee are really growing right now.
With all this coffee drinking, what's going on with prices?
Well, prices are going up as well. You know, coffee is a commodity, and so last year it came down. We've seen some increases, some decreases, and so part of the challenge for restaurant operators is looking at cost and long-term cost control within commodities. Lately, it's been up, and we've seen some increasing prices, but it is something that it's a little harder for restaurants to control, and so they try and hedge forward on it and control those costs.
How are cafes staying competitive, because it is a very competitive space?
Well, I think coffee cafes especially, they're starting to focus more on food. We're seeing Starbucks and others like Pete's roll out a lot more food offerings to try and create not only that breakfast occasion, but also expand into other day parts. Some of them, like Starbucks, are focusing on beverage alcohol and trying to capture that afternoon or late or after dinner occasion as well, with wine programs and things like that. So it's not only coffee that's driving a lot of the cafe chains, but also some day part expansion and some other things as well.
What are the most popular coffees or maybe additives that people are putting in right now?
Well, I think, flavored coffees are doing very well. Certainly vanilla is doing very well when we look at country of origin. Colombian, Arabica beans are doing very well in terms of some of the research that we've done. And so it's not just your traditional black anymore, it's a lot of the specialty coffees, flavored coffees that really do very well and that consumers want to drink right now.
Anything new coming down the pipeline?
Well, there's a lot of kiosks and a lot of things that are going on within quick service restaurants that aren't necessarily just for coffee, but certainly when you look at quick service restaurants and where the technology is, the Starbucks app or some of the kiosks at McDonald's, technology plays a huge role, not only with coffee, but a lot of the quick service ordering techniques.
I have to say, I'm a tea drinker.
You're a tea drinker. Well, you're missing. Well, tea is doing well as well, but I think coffee's still very much on trend right now with the consumer.
Well, thanks for trending with us today.
Thanks very much. Appreciate it.